Ladies and gentlemen, confidence begins with how you see yourself, the image you carry within. It's not about external looks or achievements, but the way you believe in your own value. When you genuinely see yourself as someone who is worthy, radiant, and deserving of admiration, others can't help but see you the same way. People are naturally drawn to someone who believes in their own value, because it radiates a sense of inner peace and assurance. This is not about being loud or boastful. True confidence is often quiet, calm, and unshakable. It shows in the way you walk, talk, and carry yourself. It's about embodying the energy of someone who already has everything they could ever need within themselves. When you live in this state of inner certainty, you project an aura that is magnetic to everyone around you. Listening deeply is a rare quality in a world full of distractions. When you take the time to genuinely listen to someone, you make them feel important, valued, and understood. This type of listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about being present in the moment and tuning into the emotions behind what is being said. When you listen without interrupting, judging, or thinking of what to say next, you create a connection that goes beyond the surface. People are naturally drawn to someone who can make them feel seen and heard. It's not just about listening with your ears, it's about listening with your heart. The ability to give someone your undivided attention is a powerful way to build trust, intimacy, and attraction. In relationships, this habit can create a bond that makes you unforgettable. Mystery is one of the most captivating qualities a person can have. It's not about being secretive or manipulative, it's about having depth in a life that's rich with experiences, dreams, and passions. When you have a sense of mystery, you inspire curiosity. People are drawn to you because they sense there is more to discover, more to learn, and more to understand. A life filled with purpose and passion naturally creates this sense of mystery. It's about pursuing your own goals, exploring your interests, and being true to yourself. When you have a sense of independence and individuality, it makes you stand out. You don't need to reveal everything about yourself at once. Let people unfold the layers of your personality over time. This quality keeps relationships exciting and dynamic, as there's always something new to explore. Joy is one of the most attractive qualities a person can possess. When you radiate joy, it lights up the room and lifts the spirits of those around you. Joy isn't about being happy all the time or pretending that everything is perfect. It's about finding gratitude in the small moments and choosing to focus on the positives in life. People are naturally drawn to someone who exudes happiness and positivity because it makes them feel good just to be around that energy. When you smile, laugh, and embrace life with enthusiasm, it becomes contagious. This doesn't mean you have to suppress your negative emotions. It's about learning to process and move through challenges with resilience and grace. A joyful attitude makes you approachable, likable, and memorable. It shows that you are someone who values life and brings out the best in others. Grace and poise are qualities that never go out of style. There's something incredibly magnetic about a person who carries themselves with elegance and calm confidence. It's not about perfection, it's about the way you handle yourself in different situations. When you approach life with kindness, patience, and a sense of composure, it leaves a lasting impression. Grace is about being thoughtful in your actions and words, showing respect to others, and maintaining a sense of inner calm even in challenging situations. This quality makes you stand out because it's rare in a world that often values speed and impulsiveness. Poise comes from a deep understanding of your own worth and the ability to navigate life with integrity and authenticity. It's about being in control of your emotions and responses, creating an aura of stability and reassurance that others can't help but admire. Happiness begins from within. When you focus on nurturing your inner world, everything else falls into place. Inner fulfillment comes from understanding that you don't need external validation to feel complete. It's about loving and respecting yourself first, recognizing your own worth, and not seeking approval or attention from others. When you are content with who you are and confident in your abilities, you naturally attract people into your life who align with your energy. This doesn't mean you shouldn't desire love or connection. It means you approach relationships from a place of abundance rather than lack. You're not looking for someone to fill a void because you already feel whole within yourself. This creates a dynamic where people are drawn to you because of your self-assuredness and independence. When you are at peace with yourself, it shows in your actions, your words, and the way you interact with others. Inner fulfillment creates an aura of contentment and serenity that is magnetic and irresistible. When you take the time to truly listen to someone, it creates a powerful connection. Genuine listening is not just about hearing the words being spoken, it's about being fully present and attentive to the person in front of you. In a world where distractions are everywhere, offering someone your undivided attention is a rare and valuable gift. When you truly listen, you make the other person feel seen, understood, and valued. This type of listening is not passive, it's active and intentional. It involves tuning into not just the words, but the emotions, tone, and body language behind them. People can sense when you are genuinely engaged, and this creates a sense of trust and intimacy. Deep listening also means putting aside your own thoughts and judgments to focus entirely on the other person. It's not about thinking of what you're going to say next or waiting for your turn to speak. It's about fully immersing yourself in the moment and showing empathy for what the other person is expressing. When someone feels truly heard, they form a deeper connection with you, and this connection lingers long after the conversation has ended. Listening in this way requires patience and a willingness to set aside your own ego. It's about giving without expecting anything in return. This level of attentiveness is magnetic because it's so rare. Most people don't feel fully heard in their daily lives, so when you provide that space for them, it leaves a lasting impression. Listening with presence also opens the door to understanding people on a deeper level. You begin to pick up on subtle cues and nuances in their communication that others might miss. This ability to understand someone beyond their words makes you memorable and significant to them. They start to associate you with feelings of safety and acceptance. When you listen like this, it's not just about the content of the conversation, it's about the emotional experience you create for the other person. You become someone they can trust, someone who makes them feel important and valued. This kind of bond is unforgettable and deeply impactful. True listening can also transform relationships. It allows you to connect with others in a way that builds emotional intimacy and mutual respect. When you listen without judgment or interruption, you create a safe space where people feel comfortable being vulnerable. This vulnerability fosters a sense of closeness that is hard to achieve in any other way. People are drawn to those who make them feel understood and appreciated, and this starts with the ability to listen with your full heart and mind. Even in situations of conflict or misunderstanding, active listening can be a bridge to resolution. It shows that you respect the other person's perspective and are willing to work together to find common ground. The act of listening also enriches your own life. By giving your full attention to others, you learn and grow from their experiences, stories, and insights. Each conversation becomes an opportunity to expand your perspective and deepen your understanding of the world. People often reveal layers of themselves when they feel truly heard, and this opens up opportunities for meaningful connections. These connections, built on genuine listening, are the foundation of strong and lasting relationships. The bonds formed through deep listening are authentic and enduring because they are based on mutual care and respect. Being a good listener also means being aware of nonverbal communication. Sometimes what isn't said is just as important as what is. Paying attention to a person's facial expressions, tone of voice, and body language allows you to understand them on a deeper level. This kind of attentiveness shows that you are fully engaged and invested in the conversation. It demonstrates emotional intelligence and a willingness to connect on a meaningful level. People are drawn to those who can perceive their unspoken thoughts and feelings because it creates a sense of being truly understood. This ability to tune into the deeper layers of communication is a skill that enhances every aspect of your relationships. The beauty of listening is that it's not about grand gestures or elaborate words, it's about presence. When you listen with your whole being, it shows in your actions, your eye contact, and the way you respond. It's about being there for someone without distraction or pretense. This kind of presence is rare and powerful because it creates an emotional connection that goes beyond the surface. People remember how you made them feel, and listening is one of the most impactful ways to leave a positive impression. This habit of listening deeply is not something that happens overnight, it's a skill that requires practice and mindfulness. It starts with a conscious effort to be present in every conversation. Over time, it becomes a natural part of how you interact with others. When you master the art of listening, you elevate your relationships and become someone who stands out. People will remember you as someone who made them feel valued, respected, and understood. And that impression lasts far longer than any words you could ever say. Creating a sense of mystery in your life is one of the most magnetic traits you can cultivate. It's not about withholding information or playing mind games, rather, it's about living a life that is rich, multi-layered, and full of depth. People are naturally drawn to those who are intriguing, those who seem to have an inner world that is vibrant and unique. This sense of mystery isn't something you need to force or fabricate. It comes from truly investing in yourself, pursuing your passions, and becoming someone who is constantly growing and evolving. Mystery begins with the ability to leave something to the imagination. You don't have to share every detail of your life with everyone you meet. Instead, allow people to get to know you over time, uncovering different layers of who you are. This doesn't mean being evasive or secretive, it's about sharing your story in a way that feels natural and intentional. When you let people discover aspects of your personality gradually, it creates a sense of curiosity. They'll want to know more about you because they can sense that there's more beneath the surface. This layered approach keeps interactions interesting and dynamic, as there's always something new to learn about you. Living a life filled with purpose and passion naturally cultivates an air of mystery. When you are deeply engaged in your interests and goals, you exude a sense of independence and self-assuredness. People are drawn to those who have a clear sense of direction and purpose, because it shows that you are not relying on others for your sense of identity. Pursuing your passions and exploring your interests makes you fascinating to others, as they can see that you are someone who values growth and personal fulfillment. This type of energy is magnetic because it inspires others to want to be part of your journey. Having a sense of mystery also means being unpredictable in a positive way. It's about keeping things fresh and exciting by embracing spontaneity and trying new things. People are often drawn to those who can surprise them, not in a way that feels inconsistent, but in a way that shows you are open to new experiences. When you are willing to step out of your comfort zone and explore the unknown, it creates an element of surprise and keeps people intrigued. They'll never feel like they've completely figured you out, which keeps them coming back for more. Another important aspect of mystery is having layers to your personality. People who are truly captivating often have different sides to them. One moment, they might be passionate about a creative project, and the next, they're deeply engaged in learning something new. This complexity makes you stand out because it shows that you are not one-dimensional. Having a variety of interests, skills, and perspectives makes you someone who is constantly evolving. And this evolution is what keeps people interested in you over the long term. Mystery also comes from the way you carry yourself. Confidence, calmness, and self-possession all contribute to an air of intrigue. When you are comfortable in your own skin and not overly concerned with what others think, it shows that you have a strong sense of self. This quiet confidence speaks volumes and draws people toward you. You don't need to explain yourself or seek validation from others because you know who you are and what you stand for. This assurance creates a sense of stability that others find irresistible, as it suggests that you have a solid foundation within yourself. It's important to note that creating a sense of mystery doesn't mean being emotionally distant or closed off. It's about finding the balance between being open and maintaining a sense of individuality. You can share your thoughts, feelings, and experiences while still leaving room for curiosity. The goal is to cultivate a dynamic where people feel like they are continuously discovering new things about you. This approach keeps relationships engaging and ensures that you remain a source of inspiration and fascination. The way you communicate also plays a role in nurturing a sense of mystery. Being thoughtful with your words and choosing when and how to share your thoughts adds depth to your conversations. It's not about being vague or elusive, but about being intentional in your interactions. When you speak with purpose and meaning, people pay closer attention to what you say, and they'll often find themselves reflecting on your words long after the conversation has ended. This ability to leave a lasting impression through your communication is a key element of cultivating intrigue. Mystery is about being authentic to who you are. It's not about putting on a facade or trying to be someone you're not. True mystery comes from living a life that feels meaningful and true to your values. It's about embracing your uniqueness and allowing that to shine through in everything you do. When you are genuinely yourself, people can sense it, and it's this authenticity that makes you stand out. They'll want to know more about you, not because you are trying to be mysterious, but because your depth and individuality naturally inspire curiosity. Joy is one of the most magnetic qualities a person can embody, and it has the power to transform not only your life but also the lives of those around you. It isn't about being constantly cheerful or pretending to be happy when you're not. It's about embracing life with a sense of gratitude and finding beauty in even the simplest moments. True joy comes from within, rooted in your ability to appreciate the present and see the positive in your experiences, no matter how small they may seem. When you radiate this kind of joy, it becomes contagious, creating a ripple effect that draws people to you and elevates their own sense of well-being. The foundation of radiating joy lies in gratitude. When you actively practice gratitude, you shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring challenges or difficulties, it means acknowledging them while still choosing to focus on the good. This habit of looking for what's right instead of what's wrong rewires your perspective and allows you to approach life with a sense of appreciation. Gratitude creates a positive energy that can be felt by others, making you more approachable and uplifting to be around. People are naturally drawn to those who carry this energy because it makes them feel better simply by being in their presence. Joy is not something you have to chase, it's something you create. It's about finding moments of happiness in your daily life and allowing those moments to expand. A smile, a laugh, or a kind word can shift the energy in any room. When you approach life with a sense of lightness and enthusiasm, it shows. This doesn't mean you need to be overly exuberant or loud. It's more about embodying a quiet confidence and contentment that radiates outward. People notice when someone truly enjoys life, and it makes them want to be part of that energy. They may not even consciously understand why they're drawn to you, but the positive vibration you carry leaves an impression that lingers. Being joyful doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing negative emotions. It's about allowing yourself to feel and process all emotions while choosing not to let negativity define your outlook. Life is full of ups and downs, and joy is not the absence of struggles, but the resilience to find light even in difficult times. This ability to maintain a sense of hope and optimism is incredibly attractive because it shows strength and emotional maturity. People are inspired by those who can navigate challenges with grace and still find reasons to smile. Radiating joy also involves cultivating a genuine sense of excitement for life. When you are curious, engaged, and open to new experiences, it creates an infectious enthusiasm. This enthusiasm shows in the way you talk, the way you move, and the way you interact with others. It's not about having an extravagant lifestyle or constant thrills, it's about finding excitement in the little things, like learning something new, sharing a meaningful conversation, or taking a moment to appreciate nature. This approach to life makes you feel alive, and that energy becomes magnetic to others. Laughter is another key element of joy, and it has a way of breaking down barriers and creating connections. A person who can laugh, especially at themselves, displays a sense of humility and confidence that is incredibly appealing. Laughter brings people together and creates moments of shared joy that deepen bonds and leave lasting memories. When you are someone who can find humor in situations and bring lightness to others, it becomes one of your most endearing qualities. People remember how you made them feel, and if you bring laughter and joy into their lives, you become unforgettable. Another aspect of radiating joy is your ability to inspire others. When you live with a sense of purpose and gratitude, it naturally motivates others to reflect on their own lives and find reasons to be thankful. You become a source of inspiration not through words alone, but through the way you live. This doesn't mean being perfect or always cheerful. It means being authentic and showing others that joy is possible, even in imperfection. Your ability to lift others up simply by being yourself is one of the most powerful ways to connect and leave a positive impact. Your body language and demeanor play a significant role in how you project joy. A warm smile, open posture, and genuine eye contact can communicate happiness and positivity without a single word. These nonverbal cues show that you are approachable and kind, which draws people to you. Your energy speaks volumes, and when it's rooted in joy, it makes you stand out in a way that is both subtle and profound. People are naturally drawn to warmth and light, and your presence becomes a source of comfort and inspiration. Radiating joy is not about achieving a perfect life, it's about embracing the imperfections and still choosing to find beauty and meaning in the journey. This mindset allows you to experience life fully, without waiting for external circumstances to align. It's a powerful shift that changes the way you see the world and how the world sees you. People are drawn to those who live with joy because it reminds them of what's possible. Your energy becomes a reflection of what others aspire to feel, making you magnetic and unforgettable. Grace and poise are qualities that transcend time, culture, and trends, capturing attention in a way that feels effortless and magnetic. To embody these qualities is to cultivate a sense of inner calm, confidence, and balance that radiates outward in everything you do. Grace is not about perfection or unattainable standards. It is about how you carry yourself, how you respond to situations, and how you treat others. It begins with self-awareness and a commitment to cultivating harmony within yourself. When you embody grace and poise, you become a source of calm strength and quiet power, qualities that are deeply captivating and leave a lasting impression. At its core, grace starts with the way you handle yourself in daily life. It's about maintaining composure even in challenging situations, responding with kindness and patience rather than letting emotions control you. This does not mean suppressing your feelings or pretending to be unaffected by difficulties, but rather choosing how to express those emotions in a way that reflects dignity and self-respect. When you can remain steady in the face of uncertainty or conflict, it shows a level of self-mastery that others admire. People are naturally drawn to those who exude calmness because it creates a sense of stability and safety. Grace also reveals itself in the way you interact with others. It's about being considerate, empathetic, and present. Listening attentively, choosing words thoughtfully, and treating people with respect are all expressions of grace. When you engage with others from a place of genuine care, it leaves an indelible mark on their hearts. This doesn't mean you need to always agree or compromise your own boundaries. It means you can assert yourself with kindness and confidence. Speaking your truth without aggression or defensiveness shows that you value yourself and others, creating an atmosphere of mutual respect. Poise, on the other hand, is closely tied to how you carry yourself physically and energetically. It's about your posture, movements, and the overall energy you project. When you move with intention and confidence, it communicates self-assurance without the need for words. Poise is not about rigidity or perfection. It's about flowing through life with ease and authenticity. Standing tall, making eye contact, and being mindful of your movements are all small but powerful ways to convey poise. This level of awareness in your physical presence shows that you are grounded and comfortable in your own skin, qualities that naturally draw others toward you. Both grace and poise stem from an inner sense of balance. When you feel aligned with yourself, it shows in the way you present yourself to the world. This balance is nurtured through self-care, reflection, and a commitment to personal growth. Taking time to connect with yourself, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply spending time in nature, allows you to cultivate the inner calm that serves as the foundation for grace and poise. When your inner world feels stable and harmonious, it becomes easier to navigate life with a sense of ease and confidence. Another aspect of embodying these qualities is the ability to let go of the need for constant validation. Grace is deeply tied to self-assurance, and when you trust in your own worth, you don't feel the need to seek approval from others. This quiet confidence is magnetic because it shows that you are secure in who you are. People are naturally drawn to those who don't chase attention but instead command it through their presence and authenticity. This inner assurance allows you to move through life with a sense of purpose and calm, unaffected by external opinions or pressures. Grace and poise also shine through in the way you handle success and setbacks. When you achieve something, celebrating with humility rather than arrogance demonstrates true character. Similarly, when you face challenges, handling them with resilience and dignity leaves a powerful impression. Life is full of highs and lows, and the way you navigate them reveals your inner strength. Grace is not about avoiding mistakes or difficulties, it's about how you rise above them with composure and self-respect. This ability to remain balanced and graceful, regardless of circumstances, makes you someone people admire and look up to. Kindness is another essential element of grace. When you approach others with compassion and an open heart, it creates an aura of warmth and approachability. Kindness doesn't have to be grand or performative. It's often the small, thoughtful gestures that leave the deepest impact. Whether it's offering a genuine compliment, lending a helping hand, or simply being fully present in a conversation, these acts of kindness reflect a graceful spirit. They show that you are someone who values connection and humanity, which makes you unforgettable in the eyes of others. Finally, embodying grace and poise means embracing your imperfections and celebrating your authenticity. It's not about trying to fit into a specific mold or striving for flawlessness. True grace comes from being unapologetically yourself while respecting the individuality of others. It's about honoring your strengths and accepting your weaknesses without judgment. This authenticity creates a sense of relatability and connection that draws people to you. When you are comfortable with who you are, it gives others permission to do the same, fostering deeper, more meaningful relationships. These qualities are not something you achieve overnight. They are cultivated through intentional practice and self-awareness. By focusing on self-mastery, kindness, balance, and authenticity, you naturally begin to embody grace and poise. These traits set you apart because they are rare and timeless, leaving a lasting impression on everyone you encounter. People will be drawn to your calm confidence, your warmth, and your ability to navigate life with elegance, making you someone they remember and admire. Focusing on inner fulfillment is about creating a deep sense of peace and contentment that comes from within rather than relying on external circumstances or validation. It is a transformative practice that shifts your attention from the outside world to your inner world, allowing you to discover what truly matters to you and what brings you genuine joy and satisfaction. This sense of fulfillment does not depend on material possessions, accolades, or the opinions of others. Instead, it is rooted in understanding yourself, living in alignment with your values, and finding purpose in the everyday moments of life. Inner fulfillment begins with self-awareness. To feel truly fulfilled, you must first understand who you are and what you need to feel whole. This requires taking the time to explore your inner world, your desires, fears, values, and passions. When you know what drives you and what makes your heart feel alive, you can make choices that align with your true self. Self-awareness helps you differentiate between what society tells you to want and what actually fulfills you on a soul level. This clarity creates a sense of purpose and direction, giving your life meaning beyond external achievements. A key aspect of cultivating inner fulfillment is learning to let go of comparison. When you measure your worth against others, you will always find something or someone who seems to have more or do better. This mindset creates a cycle of dissatisfaction and prevents you from appreciating what you already have. Focusing on your own journey instead of looking outward allows you to celebrate your unique path and progress. You begin to understand that fulfillment is not about having what others have, but about living a life that feels authentic to you. This shift in perspective frees you from the constant need to chase and proves that contentment is found within. Another essential practice for inner fulfillment is gratitude. When you take time to acknowledge the blessings in your life, no matter how small, you cultivate a sense of abundance. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's already present, creating a positive outlook that nourishes your spirit. It reminds you that fulfillment isn't something to be attained in the distant future, but something you can experience in this very moment. Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring challenges, rather, it's about finding the silver lining even in difficult situations. This mindset helps you stay grounded and focused on what truly matters. Inner fulfillment also comes from living in alignment with your values. When your actions match your beliefs, you experience a sense of integrity and wholeness. This means making decisions based on what feels right to you, not what others expect or demand. It also involves setting boundaries and saying no to things that don't serve your highest good. Living authentically requires courage, but it is one of the most rewarding paths to fulfillment. When you honor your values, you build a life that reflects your truest self, and this alignment brings a deep sense of satisfaction and peace. Cultivating inner fulfillment often means slowing down and being present in the moment. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle, constantly chasing the next goal or milestone. However, true fulfillment is found not in achieving more, but in fully experiencing life as it unfolds. Taking time to pause, breathe, and savor the present moment allows you to connect with yourself and your surroundings in a meaningful way. Whether it's enjoying a quiet cup of tea, watching a sunset, or having a heartfelt conversation, these simple moments can be deeply fulfilling when you are fully present. Another important aspect of inner fulfillment is giving yourself permission to pursue what lights you up. Sometimes people suppress their dreams or passions because they feel they're impractical or fear they won't be good enough. But when you deny yourself the things that bring you joy, you create a void that no external achievement can fill. Allowing yourself to explore your interests and follow your passions, even in small ways, brings a sense of excitement and purpose to your life. Doing what you love energizes you and creates a feeling of fulfillment that comes from being true to yourself. Conviction is also a vital component of inner fulfillment. While fulfillment comes from within, it is often enriched by meaningful relationships. Connecting with others on a deeper level through shared experiences, mutual understanding, and genuine care adds richness and purpose to life. This doesn't mean you should rely on others to make you feel whole, but rather that nurturing authentic connections enhances your journey toward inner peace. When you show up as your true self and foster relationships based on trust and mutual respect, you create a support system that uplifts and inspires you. Focusing on inner fulfillment requires embracing growth and change. Life is a constant journey of learning, and fulfillment comes not from reaching a final destination, but from evolving along the way. This means being open to new experiences, challenges, and opportunities for growth. It's about viewing setbacks as lessons and using them to become stronger and wiser. When you approach life with a growth mindset, you find fulfillment in the process rather than just the outcome. This perspective allows you to appreciate where you are while still striving to become the best version of yourself. Ultimately, inner fulfillment is about finding peace within yourself. It's about understanding that happiness and contentment are not things you achieve, but states of being you cultivate. When you shift your focus from external measures of success to inner harmony, you unlock a sense of joy and satisfaction that no one can take away. This doesn't mean life will always be easy or free of challenges, but it does mean that you will have the tools to navigate it with grace and resilience. Inner fulfillment is a lifelong journey, and by committing to it, you create a life that feels rich, meaningful, and deeply rewarding.